What is something that is totally lame without alcohol but totally awesome with alcohol? Back in my university days there was a hot dog cart outside the bar after closing every busy night. We always lined up for one since they were the absolute best dogs in town. I stayed sober one night and got a hot dog after the night was over. I couldn't believe how disgusting it was. Cart hot dogs after the bar are totally awesome with alcohol. Not so much without. Edit, since many people are asking, it was in Eastern Canada. Moncton, New Brunswick UDEM campus. Edit 2, thanks for the award kind stranger. Cart owner knew his clientele. And his hot dogs. Cut me own throat dibbler, open for business. / company of a drunk. Oh damn, talking to drunk people while sober really is cringe AF. That was kind of why I asked the question. I'm 26 and I don't drink, never liked the idea of drinking. Yesterday I went to a soccer game with a friend and it was totally awesome for me until he got drunk and started doing / saying stupid shit, then I got kind of frustrated and couldn't enjoy my time so much. I wanted to see the answers to figure out if by not drinking I'm kind of missing something super awesome or not. People getting overly drunk at sports games also annoys me a lot as someone who regularly drinks. I'll have a drink at a game but I want to know what's going on and follow it closely. Dancing in a big crowd to music you'd normally never listen to. Also sports you don't like. I would never watch baseball otherwise but went to Cubs Stadium with a buddy who is a baseball fan and after a couple beers, the pageantry really rubs off on you. This is actually the reason I'm a baseball fan. I used to not care about it at all but over a span of 1 or 2 years I ended up going to a bunch of Mariners games with friends and I would get drunk and not pay attention to the game at all. Had a great time every time and after that I started to get more and more interested in the sport outside of getting drunk with friends. Now? I love it. One of my favorite sports. Last night I went to the game and watched the whole thing. Go M's. Edit, spelling / grammar. Drinking games. You ever played Ring of Fire with cups of water? Beer pong but with water could be called hydration pong. You'd likely care a lot more about the shit floating in the cup from the ball that rolled across the floor and behind something. That's fair. Maybe have a cup to wash your balls before tossing M? Have you played without a wash cup? It's a pretty normal thing to have. I've also played with water in all the cups, and your beer is on the side. Hand sanitizer. 70% isopropyl for the win. I think ethanol smells a bit better. Tastes better too. Invisible flames are fun. Playing Mario Kart with my non-gaming family. Suddenly I'm on their level. You need to play Mario Kart. Don't drink and drive was our drinking game before I stopped drinking. You have to stop completely before drinking your drink, and you have to finish your drink before finishing the race. Race starts, drink half of beer, go till you get caught up, drink other half of beer, win. Work functions. Company Christmas party with booze versus. Dry as night and day. Gotta be careful though. I've seen some career-altering Christmas parties. One of my coworkers got fighting drunk at our Christmas party. It was decided fairly quickly that their services were no longer required. Company booze fest on same day as company blood drive. Coworker shows up to blood drive and asks the nurse, "I've had 6 beers, can I still donate blood?" Answer, yes, that's technically not against the rules, but you may regret it later. Karaoke. Oh, bad memories. Stupid video recording phones. I honestly didn't want to remember. I always instruct my friends that karaoke is subject to the Vegas rule, still photography only. I am not a good singer, but what I lack in ability, I more than make up for with enthusiasm. It ruins the experience if I think someone even might be filming me. Kindly don't record your drunk / high / etc. friends everyone, nobody appreciates it. Traffic cones. Or any free signs or road obstacles, or shopping carts lying around the sidewalk when you're drunk as shit with the Bois free game. Or a telephone pole, which, according to Christopher Titus, is pretty high up on the drunk theft scale. I cannot explain it. I've never once wanted a traffic cone. Never once considered taking one. Don't even have room for one in my apartment. But goddamn the number of Sunday mornings I've had to go put one back out randomly on a sidewalk. Crowds of people and loud music when I'm sober, headaches, anxiety, want to get out of there ASAP. Crowds of people and loud music when drunk, woo. Fuck yeah. Party. So I've been playing out in a band for about 6 years now, but my state only just started to get pot venues the past year. After now playing alcohol venues and pot venues, there's no comparison. I prefer to play for drunk people. Drunk people are much more outwardly expressive in their appreciation of the music and bring a life to the crowd that no other drug does. Drunk people tip great too. Probably on accident most of the time lol. Wait till you get to perform for ecstasy people. It's just the next logical step. Raves. I went to see Dead sober and I quickly realized I had to be drunk or high to not get annoyed by everyone else haha. People high as hell pushing you, dropping drinks etc. Was pretty cool, but I was cursed as the designated driver. Yes. Been go quite a few sober myself and I love the music sober, but my god I can't stand being around intoxicated people when I'm not in that same state of mind lol. Pretty much any event that includes everyone being under the influence around you except yourself is awkward. The times I've been a designated driver in my younger years were such a weird experience. Especially people on coke, my god. They get annoying pretty quickly XD. Reminds me of that scene with Defoe that talks to Bale in the club, half the time I just nod to what they say without hearing anything haha. Rehab. If you don't have a drinking problem you're like what am I doing here? With a drinking problem you're like yup, this makes more sense now. Technically the truth. The best part is most people with a drinking problem don't get why they are there or why court is making them, especially for a DUI or whatnot. Everything. Edit, I may have a problem. Well, you've also found a solution. According to science alcohol is a solution. Pure alcohol isn't actually. It's a solvent. Beer is actually a solution, as are pretty much all drinks except water. Family gatherings. I don't think any amount of alcohol could make them totally awesome. Alcohol just makes them tolerable. Never been drunk in a family gathering. Never will be. Not to say that you're wrong though. Getting drunk with my dad is a Christmas tradition at this point. Vicodin actually works better for those. Cigarettes. I quit 10 years ago but will enjoy one if I'm drinking. Me too. I could go my entire life never smoking a cigarette again, but the second I have a drink, which is genuinely super rare because of this reason, I am craving a cigarette more than anything. I wanted to quit smoking, and had to quit drinking to do it. What prompted me to start smoking again almost 2 years ago was being shit-faced and watching someone else pull out a Marlboro Smooth 100, it smelled amazing. I had to kick tobacco again for surgery. Hopefully I don't hit another stress point where I drink enough to pick it back up. Both problems are indicative of problems with anxiety and depression. I don't smoke or drink unless things are skidding out of control. Wedding receptions. Having been to a dry one, it was seriously the worst. Attended one. Dinner was interrupted every 15 minutes for a 20-minute speech. Father of the bride, father of the groom, best man, maid of honor, the fucking pastor who'd already made the ceremony last over an hour, bride's mother, groom's mother, in that order. After the first one, we kept a keen eye towards someone being brought up to the podium, and made our escape to a car with a trunk full of whiskey. I hate weddings with long-winded speeches like that. There's no reason for it other than holding people hostage with your ego stroking. Really terrible movies. Like, even ones as bad as Food Fight can be fun with enough booze and or weed in your system while you watch. Surprised I had to scroll this far to find this. Cheesy horror B movies are much more enjoyable with a couple drinks. Yes. I watched Plan 9 from Outer Space while drinking. Roundly polled as one of the worst movies ever and completely laughable, but drunk me saw the potential in what they were trying. Much better experience. Zombievers. Got loaded drunk and mad stoned. Don't remember a damn thing about this movie except that I laughed my ass off. Sex with someone of questionable physical attractiveness. Been there, can confirm 100%. Go to sleep with a 10, wake up with a 5. Go to sleep thinking you're having a threesome, Wake up realizing she's 200 pounds.